All right, this trailer has been in my to-watch list for a couple weeks. I think it was when we were out of town that I first noticed it and put it in my to-watch list. And it's for a movie called The Invisible Man, I assume another remake, by Universal. The trailer looks fairly hefty, about 2.5 minutes long, so don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but this story does intrigue me. I mean, if it's what I think it is, I don't know. Maybe the title is just symbolic. He's not really literally an invisible man. It's just like maybe figuratively he's invisible to people. I don't know. I've been wrong before. So let's see. But I have a feeling it is what I think it is, and I'm curious to check this out. So let's go ahead and do that now.
As the attorney representing Adrian's trust, I'm required to read a prepared statement. Cecilia, although our relationship was far from perfect, I thought that you would talk to me rather than run away.
Are you okay?
Oh God, scare me.
What happened to him?
Are they twins?
Because, per his final wishes, you're getting $5 million. Contingent, of course, on the fine print.
He can't be ruled to be mentally incompetent.
It just doesn't make any sense.
What?
Adrian wouldn't kill himself.
Listen, you're getting your freedom back, okay? Don't let him
So
hold
he's
you.
invisible. He's going to make her seem like she's crazy so she won't get the inheritance. Oh.
I'm scared.
You don't have to be scared of him anymore.
He was a sociopath, completely in control of everything. He said that wherever I went, he would find me, walk right up to me, and I wouldn't be able to see him.
Are you okay?
Someone's sitting in that chair. I found something that can prove what I'm experiencing.
Okay.
You need help.
Oh,
Adrian is dead.
She's definitely looked like she's a little
I
crazy.
went to his house today. He's not dead.
I have a pile of ashes in a box that would disagree with you.
He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Only thing more brilliant than inventing something that makes you invisible is coming up with the perfect way to torture you, even in death. Adrian's true genius was how he got in people's heads.
Don't come any closer. Hey!
I'm not crazy. Please listen to me.
You're saying the person trying to kill you
Okay.
is in the room right now, but we can't see him?
He's listening. Where are you? Where are you? Show yourself! Come on! Do it! There you are.
All right. Okay, first off, this trailer was way too long. Yes, I've seen other trailers that are about this long or longer that haven't felt this long, but this one felt long. It felt like they showed us way too much stuff. I don't think they needed to show us what they did, especially towards the end where he's starting to physically hurt other people besides her. I mean, the whole sort of intrigue is how long is it going to take people to believe what she's going through? And if you show, well, I mean, I guess, you know that eventually it's probably going to happen that he's going to reveal himself in some way or another to other people. Well, maybe he's going to kill them so they can't speak. It's going to look like she did it or whatever. But the fact that they show all of that progression, even towards where she sees him, she sees his shape, his liquid shape or whatever, that happened so quickly I couldn't exactly tell. This seems to me like that's probably something that happens towards the very end at the climax of the story, and it just felt completely unnecessary. And it took me, I can't remember. Oh, of course my dogs would start to do this. Jimmy. Anyway. It was about, I don't know. I didn't look at the timestamp when I started to feel a little antsy, like, okay, this has gone on long enough now. You don't need to keep going. There was probably at least a minute left. So yeah, it was starting to agitate me. This is one of the ones that was starting to get under my skin with how long it was. Having said that, I do like the concept, and I am interested in watching this. I won't go see it in the theaters, but I will definitely check it out when it comes around on my streaming service. It doesn't really look to me like it's going to be really way on up there as far as quality horror movie goes. You know, I don't know. I mean, I may be wrong. It looks like it's going to be decent, but nothing super outstanding. And I guess depending on how it ends, that will determine for me whether I think it's completely horrible all the way, you know, across the board, or whether it's pretty decently done. So this looks like it's going to be a bit of a different take on the other. Well, the only other Invisible Man movie I saw, I don't think I ever really saw the original. Or if I did, it was a long time ago and I completely forgot. I want to say I think that one was black and white. Then the other one I saw was the one with Kevin Bacon and Elisabeth Shue? Was it Elisabeth Shue that was in that one with him? I saw that one. That one was okay. I mean, it's not a movie that I feel, you know, I feel like I was so impacted by that I would love to see it again and again. One viewing was enough for me. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't awful, but it, you know, certainly wasn't the most outstanding or spectacular that I've ever seen. The one thing I remember from that is that I think we got a glimpse of Kevin Bacon's privates in there or something like that. I remember noticing that because I was like, what? Something along those lines. I think it was as he was becoming visible or something was happening, and it was, you could tell he was pretty much completely nude for that scene. I was like, well, okay. Saw a little bit more of him than I meant to see or cared to see, but anyway, tangent. So, yeah, I mean, this just looks like it's sort of the same concept, but with a different twist than the other one that I had seen. I want to say that the other remake, I want to say that the other remake was probably a little bit more true to the source material than this one is going to be. So that's, you know, something that that feels like what we're in for, just a bit of a different twist to it, but just that he's an invisible person. I mean, he's figured out how to be invisible, and so they added this other sort of domestic abuse sort of issue tied into it. So it's going to be more about that really than anything else. So you're combining, you know, sort of two different types of subject matter, science fiction with character drama or you know, domestic abuse type stories together. And so it's kind of, you know, I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I guessed early on that obviously his intent was to try to make her look like she was crazy, try to get her committed as, you know, officially committed as crazy so that she would then not inherit the money. And of course he's doing all this just to torture her. He didn't even have to give her the money, but he did that, and now he's trying to drive her crazy. It's just an added, you know, knife, you know, stick that knife in and twist it type deal. So he sounds like he's a real gem, this guy. And I'm thinking that we'll probably enjoy seeing him get his in the end, which will likely happen. So, okay, well, I think that's it for this one, you guys. I'm going to wrap this one up for now. Bye.